Hello there, it's Bio here from the Instant Offline Guru Academy, and I'd like to welcome you to this presentation where I'm going to talk about and share with you how to be a local business consultant that specializes in internet marketing. In other words, by the time we finish this presentation, what you will know is whether it's viable, whether it's worth investing your time in taking this path, and also I'm going to give you 9 particular services that if you have skills in these areas will do you very well and will help you on your journey. Now, one of the reasons why I've pulled this together is because I receive a lot of questions through the contact form on the Instant Offline Guru Academy site, and when I chunked them up and looked at the underlying theme, it came down to number 1, is offline marketing consulting viable? Number 2, where should I start? Number 3, I'm thinking of offering internet marketing services as opposed to other business services. Does this make sense, buyer? And well, rather than keep on answering these questions individually, I thought I'd pull them together and run this presentation, this session, in order to answer those questions. So that's what you're going to get by the end of this presentation. Now, as we dive into this, let me just tell you a little bit about my background, or show you, and if you're listening to this as an audio, I'll tell you about a little bit about my background so that you understand what qualifies me to make these suggestions to you and to present this information to you today. So very quickly, here are a bunch of things. Apart from being involved in local business consulting myself, I'm a coach to business owners, so I offer business coaching. I'm a coach to serious-minded people that are struggling with their offline consulting or that are just getting started. I'm also a mentor as well, and there's a difference between coaching and mentoring. My focus is really on service businesses, number 1, because it's easy for us as people that offer services, offline marketers, to relate a lot better. Unless your background is different, of course, it's easy for us to relate to businesses that offer services, and that's why I chose, after some time in offline consulting, to focus on service businesses, and I believe they're better clients and they pay higher fees. I kicked around, just like many people, probably you included, for a while, and then I got started. And when I say I became a real business, I mean I registered a business that is dedicated specifically to everything to do with helping local businesses improve their overcome their marketing problems and improve what they're doing. I was among the first, and I say this with pride, among the first set of people to offer offline PLR products, but I stopped doing that because excuse me, because of the way that the market went and the way that it's headed. And it's sad to see that these days it's all over the shop, but that's another topic entirely. 2 of the areas where I've created the most comprehensive, as I've been told, offline consulting courses, working with local chiropractors and working with dentists. I've tried, and I continue to try, to bust myths that lead people astray. Things like, something being called a killer system. Anyone can do this. It's the no-brainer, instant results. I try to do my best to bust those myths as much as possible, which is again part of why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I need to bust the myth that only certain types of people can succeed, or certain types cannot succeed, or you need a lot of experience to get started, or the lack of clear understanding about what sells and what doesn't. And then finally, a couple of my sites, I'll only reveal these 2, are Instant Offline Guru, which was my flagship site, and the Instant Offline Guru Academy. I started Instant Offline Guru as a way to share more information, but I found that after a while, only a small percentage of people were actually being successful. Lots of others were reading stuff, making comments, but when I reached out to them, they really weren't moving on. So I left that site and decided to create a resource that's fully dedicated now 100% only to helping people that are serious about moving ahead to eliminate the problems they have, that they're experiencing with in offline marketing consulting. So that's a little bit about me. Let's dive straight in now to answering the question, is internet marketing focused offline consulting viable and worth the effort? Well, it depends. On the one hand, it isn't if you're not prepared to take it seriously, if you want to get rich quick, or if you're not prepared to know what local businesses actually need. And I'm going to take care of that third one. I'm going to tell you exactly what they need. On the other hand, it is lucrative for a whole bunch of reasons. But let me step back first. I believe that you're interested in becoming an offline marketer, an internet marketing focused offline marketer, and that's a smart move. For the simple reasons that, yes, this can become viable because it's a fast growing and very lucrative field, and there's lots of room for people of all skill levels, so even if you're just starting out, you can find businesses who need exactly what you have to offer. Okay, what exactly do businesses need from internet marketing focused consultants? Now, I say internet marketing focused because there are a ton of things that you could offer, but we're looking specifically at if you're interested in pursuing the IM route to help people solve their problems relating to internet marketing specifically. Here are 9 service offerings that I'd like to share with you that you can pursue, that if you do things right and you do the right things, you will be successful. So very quickly, the first one is websites. You'll be shocked at the number of small businesses that don't even have a simple website. If you can install and set up a simple WordPress site, then you have a valuable skill that these business owners need, especially now that 75% of all local purchases begin with an online search. Another area is social media help. Maybe the business does have a website, however, they're not engaging their potential customers and clients. This is something that I found out to be very true. So a Facebook page can be a big help. If you can show businesses how to build a following on social media, you've got a winning business model. Number 3, search engine optimization. No traffic simply means no sales. It means no business. So businesses do need their websites to work for them. If you're skilled at keyword research, web page optimization, link building for instance, you'll quickly have more work than you can imagine. Number 4, local search optimization. Now I know that not everyone who's on this presentation today understands all these terms and many of the internet marketing related terms, so that's why I spelled out search engine optimization as opposed to saying SEO and local search. Local search optimization, just so that we're all clear, is things like Google Places, things like Yahoo Local, and other location-based searches. They're gaining popularity and importance. However, take it from me that most small business owners don't even know that these options exist. So do you think there's an opportunity there for you if you know about these things? I certainly do. Let's look at the 5th area. This is pay-per-click. If you're not involved, if you're not heavily into internet marketing, PPC, but it's pay-per-click ad management. Facebook and Google are the heavy hitters right here. However, there are plenty of others as well. So, if you can manage a profitable ad campaign, you can almost name your own price as an internet marketing consultant for offline business owners. And there are others as well. Now, just reveal these now so you can see what they are. There's e-commerce. Okay, now these are really just some of the options, and there are plenty of other areas, as you can see down here, that your local business owners need help in as well, such as e-commerce solutions, lead generation, mailing list management, database management. All of these things are interwoven, because when you set for lead generation, you'd need to set up a customer database. They can't set this up themselves. Even when they do have the database, they need mailing list management. And again, some might elect to do it themselves, but really, this is where you come in. I'll tell you a little quick story about a very smart local chiropractor of mine, client of mine, that initially we started working together. And I told her about lead generation. I explained database setup. I spoke to her about Aweber, and gave her the link. She set herself up. But what she was doing, she was trying to send broadcast emails, but she didn't know how to do it. She wasn't clicking the last button to confirm that she wanted to send her broadcast. And so after, I think it was 8 weeks, she came to me and said, "What you told me about doesn't seem to be working." And when I had a look, it was that one mistake she was making, and she had lost literally thousands of dollars in offers, seasonal offers, new client promotions, new patient promotions, I beg your pardon, because she's a chiropractor, and other things. So it didn't take much for her to determine that, look, she was better off paying someone to do this as opposed to trying to do it herself. So these are just really, again, some of the options that I'd like to share with you here so that you can understand what it's really about and what it isn't about. And remember, this can be viable if you meet the following criteria. Number one, well, not if you meet the following criteria, because of the following criteria. Offline marketing, and in particular offering internet marketing services, is definitely a fast-growing and very lucrative field. If anyone tells you that there's no room, they just want to scare you off. There's lots of room for people of all skill levels, and I mean all skill levels. You can even be successful doing this while you hold down a regular 9-to-5 job. Believe you me, because many of my mentoring clients and coaching students are holding down full-time jobs. Yes, some other people were retrenched, laid off, and they decided to focus here as a home business, but you can be successful no matter what your skill level, even if you're just starting out online, because there are businesses who need exactly what you have to offer. And so I hope that in this brief presentation I've shared with you right now, that you realize that there's a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot, that you can actually offer to local businesses. And these are just some of the areas that you can get started. Well, it's been Bio here from the Instant Offline Guru Academy, signing off. If you've got questions, feel free to reach out to me. However, I hope that this has really clarified and cleared up some of the most important questions that have been bouncing around in your mind, and helped you clarify some of the information that you may have heard but you've not been sure of. Thanks for listening. It's been Bio here. Thanks and good luck.